to what are hooks and what are use of state basically functions that let us to add some React features to the functional components. Like if you are using button, it will increment some count, and if you are using something, some buttons, and if you want to increment and decrement, so this use state will come into play. And there are different types of hooks. So first one is the use state, use effect, and use ref. So use state is a hook that allows us to add a state or functional component. Like if you are counting and you will increment and decrement the count, so that will basically will have a current state and the set count value, the next value. Like, as you can see in our example, it is their input value and set input value. So those two things are there. So next is use effect. This will allow us to perform side effects in our functional components, like life cycle methods, like component did mount, component did update, component will unmount. So these things are basically held by the user effect. And coming to user ref hook, that user ref hook allows us to persist values between renders. So it can be used to store mutable values that does not cause re-render when updated. So it can be used to access DOM element directly. So basically user ref helps in accessing the DOM element, that is document on these things to element directly. So it will not cause the re-renders. So these are examples of hooks. Let us see this what the imported the use state, use effect, and user ref user ref from then we have a function called as app. Then this app is basically have some two one is use state and user ref. This user ref use state will help in use state will help in incrementing or decrementing the value. And next to this constant use reference will have a creates a persistent reference that will create. And it will this React DOM, this will create a new way to render React app in React 18. So next we have function that is created, and then coming to use effect. So runs after every render. Whenever there is a render, it will increment the current count by one by every render, since the count is incremented here. So next is whatever the return. So whatever return is returned will have this will be displayed on a box. And then let us now see what are types. Type is we have a input checkbox, so which is it will have a type of text, and it will take the input value. And on change, it will target, it will trigger the input value, and then it will render the count. So it will end, it will display the current count and how many times the things have been rendered, and will get the React app rendered. So when I click OK, this will render one time, and 2, 3, 4, 5, press backspace also, it will renders, and it will increment the count. Yeah, see, and if I click on some values, it will render automatically, and it will have the render. Thank you. This is how the hooks work. Thank you.